Hello and welcome back to Max Talks, where every Sunday I make videos to help you get to where you want to be. LinkedIn can be a very daunting place if you've never been on it before. But don't worry, I'm going to use my experience to give you a guide that will help you to understand the basic features of the platform, some of the unwritten rules that you may not be aware of, and also how you can start to build a successful network on there. Before we dive into the tips, let's first explain exactly what LinkedIn is. According to the most reliable source, Wikipedia, LinkedIn is an American business and employment-oriented online service that operates via websites and mobile apps. It is mainly used for professional networking, including employers posting jobs and job seekers posting their CVs. I like to think of LinkedIn as the business version of Facebook, because ultimately it's about connecting with people, but in a professional way. LinkedIn can be a powerful tool for things such as job searching, keeping track of your progress, or even building connections for future jobs. The first step on your LinkedIn journey is to create an account. But obviously I'm not going to go through that because I'm sure you know how to do that. Once you've created your account, you'll be met with this homepage here. The next bit is if you click on the top right over here, you'll see a bit that says View Profile. You want to click on that, and you should be met with this screen here. You'll notice that it looks very blank, but that's okay because we can populate it. So your profile here is what people see when they first click on your page. So this should be basically almost like an online CV. There are several different sections on here which I'll go through one at a time. So you've got a personal profile up here of a few lines which you can add a bit of a summary of yourself, similar to what you would put on your CV. And then you can fill in your education and your work experience as if you were doing your CV. If you need any clarification on how to make a great CV or how to update yours, you can check out the annotation up there for a video I've already done on that. On your profile, the first thing people see, and when you comment, is your picture. So you want to make sure that your picture is chosen carefully, that it's professional, so no pictures like this, or this. And remember that your picture is the first thing that people are going to see. So it could be seen by potential employers every single day. You also have two other big areas of interest: skills and endorsements. Under the skills section, you can enter your key skills that you think are the best things for you. So this could be skills like teamwork, organisation, Microsoft Office, all the sort of things that you would put under your CV, but you can have unlimited skills that you want. Your connections can endorse you for the skills that they think that you're best at too. And I'll explain a bit more later about what connections are and how you get those. There's also a recommendations section on LinkedIn, which can be really great way to build up your credibility. And this is basically anyone who you may have worked with in the past on projects or whatever, they can write a little review, kind of like a Google review or TripAdvisor or whatever, on their experience with you. And again, it can help you to validate the things that you've put on your profile because it comes from an external source. And again, you can give those out for people as well. So if there's someone who you've had an amazing experience with and you think deserves a recommendation, you can literally write on their profile and write a little couple of paragraphs on them, which will help them in the future as well. There's also a section on here where you can put that you're open to recruiters. This means if you're job searching, recruiters can contact you directly to inquire about potential roles that they might have. If you are looking for a job, that's a great way to boost your chances super quick. But if you're not looking for a job or you don't want to be contacted by recruiters, you can turn that setting off here. Hopefully at this stage you should have each of the sections of your profile complete. It should be starting to take shape. And please remember that you can add to this and change it as you go along and as you progress through your career, and it can, depending on what you're looking for, it can make a big difference later on. Now that we have your profile, let's have a look at some of the basic principles of LinkedIn. Your homepage is likely to look fairly quiet unless you've already added all your connections. Making a connection is very straightforward. It's the Facebook equivalent of a friend request. Connecting with someone simply means that you will see all of their posts, their likes and their comments on your home feed, You can on your home feed, you'll also have any hashtags that you might be following or any topics that you might be following. So this is basically what makes up your home feed. Once you're connected with people, they can also see all the posts, likes and comments that you make as well. You can have a maximum of 20,000 connections. So if you're LinkedIn famous or if you're popular, then you're going to be just fine. You can add anyone on LinkedIn, but personally I only add people on LinkedIn that I know. But you will most likely receive some connection requests from random people that you've never met. Don't be alarmed by that. It's your choice whether you want to accept or reject, obviously. If you do want to add someone new, I'd advise sending your request with a little message explaining briefly why you want to connect with them, or maybe where you've met them if you've met them at an event. This adds a bit more of a personable element, and it's not just a kind of spam ad out of the blue. One thing that you definitely should not do on LinkedIn is,
"Hi there, I saw your profile and I really thought that we should connect because I have this amazing business plan that I think that you would love. So if you're interested in buying this business package for £750.99, please contact me on this number and on this email address. Thanks, have a great day, Max."
Don't do that. People don't want to be sold to. They're not on LinkedIn to buy from your services necessarily. The best way, if you're looking to sell to someone, is to build up rapport first. Speak to them, get to know them, interact with their posts on LinkedIn, like and share and comment on their things. This helps you build up a bit of authenticity and trust, and is not quite the hard sell that you get from door-to-door salespeople. Also, an important thing that many people who are new to LinkedIn don't realise is that when you view someone's profile, the person whose profile you viewed gets a notification that you specifically have viewed their profile. This happens unless you turn the setting off, but if you do turn the setting off, it means that you won't be able to see who views your profile in return. So LinkedIn is definitely not the place to do your Facebook and Instagram social media stalking. Another setting to be aware of is the share job changes and education changes. This is by default on yes, and basically means that any subtle changes that you make to your profile, people in your network and that you're connected with may get notified. So that's just something to consider after setting up your account. While this is a social media platform, I've already said this, that it's like a professional version of Facebook. Please be mindful of the things that you put on LinkedIn. Obviously, don't be afraid to express your opinion, but be mindful that all of your connections and all of their connections can potentially see the things that you post. So don't post anything risque unless this is the sort of brand that you're trying to build up. Your personal brand and how you are portrayed is completely up to you, and it's super important to LinkedIn because it can build trust, or equally it can break down trust. Make sure that all of your posts are on brand. So if your job is HR, then you'd probably post about HR, etc, etc. Build up a brand and stick to that brand. If you want to be successful on LinkedIn and build a following, the same principle applies as any social media. You must be active and engage with other people. If you like, comment and share people's posts, then it's more than likely that they'll do the same for you in the future, especially if you have similar work, discipline or values. So to summarise, LinkedIn is a professional social media where people can find jobs, create CVs and interact with potential connections for the future. Once you've created your account, fill in your profile in as much depth as you would want a potential employer to see. Other notes is that when you connect with someone, they can see all your posts, likes and comments, and vice versa. It is a professional social media platform, so keep your profile posts and interactions true to the personal brand that you're trying to give off. And last but not least, if you want to be successful on LinkedIn, be active, engage with others and interact with the people that are important to you and in similar disciplines or have similar values. If you follow all these tips, you should be on your way to becoming a LinkedIn pro in no time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you found this guide useful. If you found it useful and you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like rating. It really helps my channel grow, and consider subscribing below for new content every single Sunday. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday.